you hear that? I don't know. I like these boots. I really do. But they... Hey everybody, good morning. It is time for the Camo Dave rant show. My doctor says I shouldn't call these rants because I really don't get that terribly upset about them. Another beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful, another beautiful day here in beautiful Western North Carolina. Breathe that fresh air. Excuse me. All that pollen in it, huh? Anyway, today's topic will be A-N-G-E-R, anger. You know, there's a lot of anger in this country today. I don't know, man. It just seems like there's so much pent-up anger. You look at the last presidential campaign. Anger, anger, anger on all sides. Everybody's angry. You know, with the pandemic, with all the crazy stuff going on in the country and the world today, you know, everybody's angry. We have a higher quality of living today than we've probably ever had. We've got good medicine. We've, you know, the society, we have 5G Wi-Fi and 4K TV, and everybody should be happy, man. But they're not, are they? Oh my goodness, everybody is angry. Good morning, little Adam. Good morning. Oh, he's covered with green dust. Oh yeah. I think that lady looks a little like Camp Goer 1. I don't know. I've seen pictures of Camp Goer 1, but when I see this lady, she's my neighbor, she's very nice. I think she kind of looks like Camp Goer 1 a little bit. What do you think? You know, that's how I picture. Whenever I talk to Camp Goer 1, that's how I picture her as my neighbor. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, whoa. Are we on? Are we on? Are we on? Yeah. I got my notes. I made notes today because it's going to be very difficult. I'm going to be very careful what I say. You know, anyway. Wake up this morning. What do we got? Somebody went crazy at a FedEx place with a GU, you know what? Man, oh man, it's like every day today. You wake up and there's another one. I guess we're getting back, the country's getting back to normal. Man, oh man. How, you know, it's just like, whoa. There's so much A-N-G-E-R in the country today. Sorry, I don't want the bots to get on me. You know, YouTube bots, I don't think they can spell. Now, somebody said that. You know, Dave, you spell these words out, you know, P-O-T... S-T-O-O-P-I-D. I should start spelling words wrong, but you can still know what they are. You know, G-H-U-N-N-E. You know, so you know what the words are. Look at that car. There's a camo, look, not a camo, an olive green Dodge, whatever it is. That is neat. Oh my goodness. Anyway. We got the police driving by. Everybody's saying hi. Hi, Mr. Officer. Anyway, so I'm headed to the Wally World. But it is true. There's so much anger out there. There's a lot of people that are just furious and angry, and there's every day in the news somebody's, you know, doing something like that. And it's just like, whoa. I am 63 years old. Who has not been to a car repair shop and had somebody rip them off? Okay, that's part of life. You know, I mean, you know, I've had like, let's see, my first car was a little Toyota Corolla. My dad got it in a wreck, and nobody was injured, but they totaled it. My second car was a VW Rabbit. You know, orange, bright orange. I love that car. I've had a VW Golf. I've had, oh gosh, what else have I had? Another VW Golf. I had a VW Beetle. I spent a lot of time with my dad's old Audi 100. God, when you took that Audi 100 and every single time you took it in for service, it was $2,800. I've had a bunch of cars, okay? I've had 8 or 9 cars in my lifetime. Maybe 7 or 8, 6 or 7, I don't know, 7 or 8, something like that. And you take them in, and most of the time when you get a repair thing done, it's okay, you know, they do the work, but the price is too high. Very rarely are you ever 100% satisfied. You know, it's always too expensive, or maybe the work was done, but it wasn't done right. Or, you know, how do you know when you go in for the oil change that they really changed your oil? How do you know they really rotated your tires? You know, okay, you can put little chalk marks on them, and when you can do the little tests and see what the color of the oil is, and and if it's the same dark as it was when you took it in, it probably didn't. You know, you always wonder, did they really do that? Did they really need that part? Did they, the Schwegingler valve, did they, your Schwegingler valve is, God, that's going to be another $150. Okay, to some degree, and I'm not a mechanic, so sometimes you kind of wonder, did they really do the work? Did they really need to charge that much? It'll say shop supplies $49. Is that just a stupid figure they throw on your bill? Everybody has to deal with that crap, okay? Unless you're a mechanic like Scotty Kilmer, you probably get ripped off quite a lot when you take your car in for servicing. Did they, that brake job, did they really do it the way they said they did it? Or, did they exaggerate it? Did they really need to pay all that money for the parts? You kind of just, all right, $1,800 for this, this, and this. I mean, then you tell a friend, I spent $1,800 for this, this, and this, and they said, you got ripped off. It should have only been $700. That happens all the time, all right? Sometimes if you really feel like you got a bum deal, you go back, call up the auto place, and they're very nice service advisor. Oh, we're very sorry, Mr. Hughes, but, we did this, see, it's all itemized, and they very rarely go back on whatever it is. But everybody does. That happens to everybody in life. And when you have a car, when you have, when you're so many years old, I've been driving since I was 16. I mean, that's what happens, sometimes okay, that was fair, that wasn't fair, I think I got ripped off, that's, what you do with your life, because this happens all over the place, okay? I'm getting like Vic Benedetto today. I'm mad. You get ripped off all the time. The cable company rips you off. How many times has your cable company raised your price, give you less? YouTube TV ripped me off. They charge you $50 for these many channels, and they throw in more channels that you don't want, charge you more money, and then the damn thing doesn't work 20% of the time. You just get the spinning wheel. And then they want more money, and you're like, you're giving me crappier service and charging me more. That's life. In modern day America, modern day Europe, whatever. It's the way life is, you don't know, and people are always out there trying to rip you off. Now, how do you react to it? Do you get mad and furious and hold grudges and keep it all in and just walk around constantly and angry? And then you go vote for Trump, right? No, Biden. I don't want to make any jokes. I'm not making any political jokes. Do you just hold it in and get angry all the time? Or do you just kind of go, that's life. I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to, paying the car repair bill that's a little too high. That's probably inflated artificially. Am I going to be furious about that for, months and months and months? That anger is destructive, okay? It just eats at you. And what's worse than getting ripped off occasionally is just holding constant anger about it all the time. Oh, sorry about the sun glare there. So now, what does that bring me to? Well, that brings me to Carolyn's RV life. I know, let me get this straight, friendlies. Don't get mad at me. This is critical, constructive criticism, okay? I'm not HATINGG. I'm being NICE, okay? Constructive criticism. I've enjoyed her channel. I'm not like Line Screw One. I like her channel. I mean, I love that when she went to Alaska there for that just a couple summers ago. What a beautiful set of videos. Even the PCT hike I thought was very entertaining. I like her channel. And she's an interesting person. And yes, she's oddly compelling. But she does this video today replying to her latest car repair issue, her vehicle repair issue. She has an RV. And she really feels that a particular shop gave her a bum deal, and she has receipts, and she's really angry about it. And she puts up a video, and she posts the name of the repair shop and the location, and everybody can look it up. And then they call up the repair shop, and allegedly, that's a word that newspapers and journalists use, made some nasty threats to the repair shop. And the repair shop allegedly, because we didn't actually talk to the repair shop, they, filed a police report and all that other stuff. So, they were pretty perturbed. Anyway, I took some notes. Yeah, I took some notes here, and I don't want to show the back of the notes because I have notes about my Doxinator. I was very angry at him the other day, and I wrote all this stuff about him. Doxy. Anyway, so I don't want to see that because he'll see it. She talks about the anger part being a masculine characteristic. That the fact that her friend, some of her friendlies, who are some of her subscribers and viewers, got that angry. She says she hints that they were probably guys, and it was a masculine thing to do. Like women don't get angry. Women, Karen, right? Karens don't get angry. Only men get angry. Which, both sexes get angry, or all 3 or 4 sexes get angry. But I guess guys probably are a little more vocal than chicks are. I don't know. Is that a stereotype? Let me know in the comments below. I gotta look at the notes again. I can't even read my notes. I wrote all these notes out and now I can't read them. What she does basically is she still thinks she was right to post the video. She still thinks she was right to identify the repair shop. Don't blame her, but do blame some of the nasty people that sent the nasty threats. That was not right. But she, that they basically, by sending the nasty threats to the repair shop, they depowerized her because she had power with that video. That video where she was complaining about the repair shop and getting ripped off, allegedly, do that both sides. They were, the fact that the shop. Now she's not 100% sure that the shop actually got threats, but allegedly she says that they, said they got threats, and that's not good. That's not good at all. So, but that depowerized her. Okay, she had power, and she was coming back at them, and the threats kind of took her power away, and she's mad about that. Her friendlies were trying to be friendly to her, and in fact, they did a nasty thing by causing her to lose power in the situation. Because now the automobile repair shop could use, hey, your nasty people threatened me, and then she had to back down on it. And so she's kind of in a way scolding the people that were defending her because they made the threats, which I guess is, you can do that. But she does feel like she was right to post the video. Anyway, she says that the auto place did file a police report. She got a copy of it, but she still isn't 100% sure it's legit. It could be fake, she says. Just to kind of make her sound, but I don't know. She's trying to call the police department in that location to make sure it was a legitimate thing. A legitimate filing. Anyway, she said that this is the second time she's taken a repair issue and made it public. That was 3 years ago somewhere else. Then what's interesting is here, the interesting thing is here, she did get satisfaction, or some satisfaction. She says she got money back, but not enough. So she did get a refund on a portion of the repairs that she was disputing. Okay. If they can't make things right, they gave her some money back. And then she said she got not enough, but then she said later in the video she got what she asked for. So she asked for, I don't know, X amount of dollars back. She got it. So she got, even with all this stuff that went on, she got her way pretty much. And she's still angry. If I had a dispute with a repair shop and I put it up on YouTube and I got my money back, I wouldn't be angry. And well, they did put you through a hassle. And as a repair shop, I certainly wouldn't recommend to friends. I'll never go back there, but I'd be happy. I'd go, hey, it worked. I don't know. The fact is, again, it's the anger thing. It's the anger on all people's sides. It's the anger on the friendly sides, the people that were supporting her to send allegedly such nasty notices to the repair shop. It's the anger that she holds in herself over this. Yes, it's nasty. You deal with it. It happens all the time in American culture and Canadian culture and whatever culture. It's part of life these days, but you can't let it just weigh you down so much, you know? And sometimes you just got to let it go. Okay, you know, it should have been $1,500. They charged me $1,800. You know, I'm not going to go back to that repair shop. I'll pay the bill and be done with it and not be angry about it. You know, that's kind of how, you know. The other thing I think she might be able to do, you know, she's a pretty big YouTuber in terms of her subscribers, you know, whatever. So what she should do is get together with an auto repair channel. Go to Scotty Kilmer there, okay? Scotty Kilmer's a big repair guy. He's very friendly. She should maybe make a deal with him, and he could come at, or she could send him the data, come to visit her. She could go there, go to Tennessee, wherever he is now, and have him repair. Look at the vehicle and look at what the receipts were, or go to another car repair channel. There are a dime a dozen out there, and get somebody to review what happened. You know, like a people's court kind of thing, and see if she really did get ripped off and what she should have done. So anyway. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I'm saying. The other thing is too, I try to not do this on my channel, is when you do have an issue with, say, a repair shop or whatever, put it up in the public arena like that. I guess that's a last resort if you really feel like you got ripped off. You know, again, you know, they could come back and file a lawsuit against you theoretically because, you know, I don't know. They could go to YouTube and say, hey, what she's saying isn't right and we want this taken down and we want you to issue a strike. You know, things like that can happen with YouTube, and you got to be really careful about putting videos up like this. You know, they could get a lawyer and send you a cease and desist order. Who knows what's going on? You can start up a whole new chain of crap. Now, that probably won't happen because nobody wants to go that far and take this much, to that degree. But I think the lesson we come away from this is the anger thing, is just kind of calm down. And, you know, even though everybody deals with, I mean, there isn't a driver out there. There isn't anybody out there who's been driving more than a couple of years that hasn't had an issue with a repair shop, okay? And that is the way of the world today, you know? It's great if you can find a repair shop in your local area where the mechanics are good and you understand and you feel like you're getting, you know, you can talk to somebody who explains to you why they charge so much. Hey, you know, the part was hard to find. We had to go all the way to Greensboro to get it. And blah-blah-blah-blah-blah. I get that all the time, you know. But yeah, when you're on the road, you can't do that, you know. You just have to go to a shop that, you know, you look on Yelp. Oh, Yelp is always right? Oh, it's wonderful. You know, Yelp, all those things, all those Yelpy type services that give reviews, they can all be manipulated. There's so many easy ways to manipulate those to, you know, make things look wonderful. You know, they just get their friends or whatever to post reviews on Yelp and all those other review services. So I wouldn't even trust that. You can't trust anybody these days. I like Carolyn. I think she's got a nice channel. I do think, though, she does need to be able to handle the anger there. And yes, I do think the car repair thing, she got, you know, bummed out about that big time, and maybe she did get ripped off big time, and maybe she was right to bring it on YouTube, and, you know, again, all this crap that went on with it. And you got to realize too that when you get your audience stirred up, some people are going to go over the top. You know, you have the trolls out there, you have the pro trolls and the anti trolls. And she's kind of realizing that. And then the other whole issue is taking something public on YouTube when it might be better to just keep it between you and the repair shop. And maybe do the thing like, you know, I do have a channel with, you know, X amount of subscribers, and I will post this. I promise you I will post this before you actually get to that point of posting it. You know, I'm going to post this, you know, on such and such a date if you don't at least give me my money back, at least for this and that. I don't know. You know, there are ways to do that. Maybe somehow it's in the way you deal with repair shops that maybe they don't like you. You know, it's always nice when you're dealing with a repair shop or any other thing to have them like you. Be nice. Be very, very nice, even though you know they're ripping you off. Please, oh, sir, kind sir, you know, that'll get nice, gets you more than not nice, you know, and just pretending to be nice. You know the call center lady there is not responsible for your damn internet to be out again, and you want to yell at her, this damn internet company is really, it's not her fault. She's just sitting there answering the phone and taking the message. And even the technician, it's not his fault. Don't yell at him. Don't get mad at him, or else he'll get mad at you, and he's gonna say, ah, what the hell, I'm not gonna fix her damn internet. You know, there's ways, you know, she needs to work through ways of better projecting herself and to get more positivity in the whole relationship with dealing with repair shops. And it doesn't help, too, that she's a woman and they're all guys. You know, that's also a big deal in her talk about it, you know, and it is true. You know, and it is true. And, you know, we have women that you go to deal with a service. It's like plumbers, you know, the 98% of the chance when you get a plumber, the plumber's going to be a guy. And if you're a woman, you know, is he going to rip you off? He knows you don't know plumbing, and he's going to charge you, you know. My mother had that happen. She went to get a flush valve repaired on a toilet, and the plumber was going to charge her $300. And I'm on the phone with her going, he's ripping you off. Just say, forget it, go home, call your son, he'll come over and buy a $10 flush valve at Home Depot and put it in for you, and water will go all over the bathroom because I don't know what I'm doing, but, you know. I know, that happens. And, you know, we were mad about it for about a day, and I said, Mom, don't get mad about it, that just, he was, you know, call up the plumbing company and complain, and I think we did get some resolution of that, but anyway. I don't know. Interesting video from Carolyn. What do you think? I'm sure you're going to sound off below in the comments below. I got to get into the Wally world here and get my stuff. Get my stuff. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again, and I'm back. Good morning, little Adam. How you doing? All right. Walmart was pretty good again. The stock, and especially it's just all over the store, the stock is not very good. I just have to say that. A lot of empty shelves. You can get everything you want, but there's still, you can't always get the brand you want or whatever. I mean, I am toying with the idea of upgrading my Roku. I do have a cheap Roku, and it's working okay, but I am toying with the idea of upgrading that, and man, their selection was just crap. It's bad. They have like 1 or 2 models, and they're all the real expensive ones. I don't know, man. So anyway, everything. No subs. I go in, always buy a Walmart sub just as a backup in case I can't get out to the burrito place or the pizza place or the hamburger place. They had no pre-made subs. None. They're totally empty. So that was a fail. But I got some bread, and I got some cheese and everything else. You know, every single time I go into Walmart, I always see a guy that looks exactly like Bob Wells. There's always that guy. You notice that? Have you noticed that? The big white hair with the big beard. There's always Mr. Wells. There's a lot of people that look like Bob Wells, you know? Hey, do you know who you look like? Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope Nomadland wins the best picture thing, but they're saying there's a lot of political people that do not want to vote for it because they played up Amazon like it was too nice, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. $2.41. That's the cheapo place, the Murphy Express. Most gas prices here are probably in the $2.50s, maybe $2.60. So it's stabilized. It's not really shooting through the roof or anything. I don't know, man. I got my second Pfizer a couple days ago. I had no reaction to it. Pardon me. It is the pollen here. It's really bad right now. We haven't had a lot of rain, and there's green dust in the air. I got my second Pfizer a couple days ago. I had no reaction to it other than a sore arm for a day. I do highly recommend everybody get their vaccine. We need to kick this COVID in the butt. And if we can do it by this summer, if everyone goes out. They actually had here in Western North Carolina, here at the local high school yesterday, they actually had a vaccine clinic where anybody could just walk in and get a vaccine. I mean, anybody 16 or older, I think it was. It's opened up to every category here. You don't have to be, you know, underlying health conditions or a certain age. Anybody in North Carolina can just go get their vaccine. The problem is getting an appointment. But all the pharmacies here have the stuff, and usually it's appointment only, and So now yesterday you could just walk in and get a vaccine. So that's good. They're making it easier and easier, but I really recommend getting that Pfizer. I had no problems with the Pfizer. I've heard of other people that have had no problems with it, no side effects even. Maybe you might get something. Moderna's also good. I don't know about the J&J right now. It's kind of, you can't get one. But yeah, get a vaccine. It's good. You know, we need to get everybody vaccinated and get this virus, at least for the time being, down and out. You know, that's what Camo Dave says. And I know there's a lot of anti-vaxxers out there in my comments. And again, nobody's forcing you to do anything. This is McCabe's Tire and Service here. They've worked on Little Adam many times, and they do a very good job. And I like that place because they'll say, they don't try to sell you on the service, you know. They'll say, like, well, listen now, that back wiper, yeah, it's busted, the mechanics are busted, you need a whole new thing, and it's going to cost a couple $100 or whatever, and you don't really need it. You know, a lot of people don't have a wiper on their back window, and it's not required by the state or anything, the inspection, so, you know, I advise you not to get it. It's an old car, who cares? And that was nice. I actually appreciated that. You know, they could have said, you really need it. It's a safety feature, and, you know, we're going to make some money on it. We're installing it. The guy actually said it's going to be, you have to get it from, everything's in Greensboro. For some reason, everything in Western North Carolina comes from Greensboro. You know, it's a town there in upper central North Carolina, not far from Virginia. We drove through it on the way to Northern Virginia there on Route 29. It's a kind of an interesting town, but the mail comes from Greens. That's every time when you get mail here, if it says in Greensboro, it'll mean you'll get it the next day. That's the regional sorting center, and I guess all the auto parts. We have to get it shipped over from Greensboro. It'll take a day or two. It's like it's a 2-hour drive, you know. I don't know, man. I don't know. A 266 here at the Triangle. I was at the thrift store over there. There's a Burke Mission thrift store yesterday. Come out right here on this very spot. Some lady in her Buick black SUV got sideswiped by a pickup truck, and the whole side of the vehicle was just a mess. I don't know if it's her fault or his fault, but it could have been either one of their faults. She didn't see him coming over, or he didn't see her in that lane. I have no idea. I didn't see the accident, but I just heard it and saw the remnants of it, and nobody was hurt. But somebody said I should get out my camera and take pictures of it and put it on my website, because that'll be content, you know. I don't know. Did I talk about everything? What I do with my notes? I'm getting like RV Joey. I take notes and then I forget where I put my notes. Oh, Unstoppable Morgan is heading north. She's doing a 24-hour live stream now, and she was on all night last night, and she went from Florida to Georgia. So, she could be coming up Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee. There's a possibility of that. And again, I just say, Morgan, if you come through Morganton, Morgan comes to Morganton. Now that's clickbait. If Morgan comes to Morganton, there's a free Whopper meal in it for her, and I'll also buy a bag of treats for the dogs. Okay, that's an extra. Free Whopper meal, which includes fries and a drink, and a nice bag of treats for the dogs. So, yeah, that's in it if she wants to stop by. Beautiful Unstoppable Morgan in Morganton, North Carolina. Whenever, next week, tomorrow, later today, I don't know. So Morgan, and then I'll have a surprise for her. We'll walk past someplace, and I'll say, "There's somebody who'd like to meet you," and it'll be Dave 2D, aka Tony 3D, and we'll have, "Oh, love is in the air every time I turn around." Wouldn't that be cool? Morgan and Dave, not me. I'm just I'm 63 years old. She'd have been an old guy like me. But Dave 2D, he's very tall, you know. He's very tall. He's like very tall. Very, very tall. All right, folks, thank you for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your, what is today? Friday. I don't know what the date is. I don't care what the date is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and not wear any underwear. And I'll see you on my live streams on Saturday at 9:30 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern happy hour. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. Vlog Unda.